Okay, so this is my issue EC2 dashboard. We'll start from the place where we actually left it. I'm causing it running. Okay, this is the one. I'll just start this instance. Okay. So if you remember, last class we did the some command. So it was this was my normal server, and we converted this normal server. And in IT industry, we also call it this normal server as a bare metal. So we converted this bare metal into the web server. Okay. Now, so where we wrote some commands and all, and what I'll do is now so the agenda of this today's class, like I'll convert this thing into the automation process. Earlier it was the
Okay.
normal process. Today it will be the automation one. Okay. Just before that, I'll show you once if it is running, if it's working fine or not. Yeah. So it is working fine. Okay. So welcome to the website. Enjoy using, enjoy your shopping and all. Okay. So in the real time, you'll have your website. You'll have your application and all, and you're gonna start working on this. So this is one. Just kind of template for you. Okay. Fine. Okay. So again, this is my server. I'll launch one more instance. Okay. Before that, I think I have to get the command one second. Okay. Yeah. So this is my index of product. Okay. One. Don't you discuss if I like history. Yeah. Here it is. All my commands is still here. Okay. So I'm gonna run this thing. Second two. Okay. I'm taking this Amazon Linux, the same one, the free tier one, and the T2 Micro. The key pair I will use the the first KP. This is what you're using earlier. If you want, you can create a new
Okay.
one. Okay, and this is a network setting. Again, I'll select the existing group here. I'll first SG, first security. SG is not abbreviation of security group. This is the one. Okay, so coming to this advanced details, if you remember last time also we discussed about this thing, and this thing will keep on coming up. Okay, so here, the thing like the all the things, the instance auto recovery. If you'll do the things, if your instance got crashed. So I just give you some brief details, and then we'll talk about the where we have to write the commands. So instant auto recovery, what will do is like if your instance got crashed, then it will have some kind of like power, or you can call like ability to auto recovery. The moment it say like you can see that it itself instant auto recovery. It can uh, auto recover on its own. Okay, the shutdown behavior. The moment you will do that to stop the terminate, so you can say like no, the shutdown the behavior will goes off. Okay, the hibernate and all hibernate, if you enable it, that means like it will start from this where you actually ended the last session. uh, the termination protection, this is very important. This is very actually important. The reason is because like for the security purpose, like if you'll actually enable it, then if I'll try to show it to you, so I won't be able to terminate this one. So if I see here, you can see that terminate option is there. The moment if I'll disable it, like sorry, enable it, so no, I won't be able to terminate it. So like accidentally or unintentionally, or sometimes like if someone wants to terminate it, or like just for like security purpose, it's that's the thing. The same case for a stop protection as well. Like you can do that, and the stop option will goes off. Detailed monitoring, this thing will come up later because there's the CloudWatch. We're gonna study. GPU is like this graphical processing unit. It's kind of like whenever we have to use the very high end of server, then only then we have to use it. Since anyways we are using the two micro right now, so it's not required. Credit specification is like when you the it it's completely related to the billing part, and this is like unlimited and standard. Mostly we're gonna use for standard and all, but later on we'll come to this is another placement group. This is important. Like why what is this thing? See if we'll do go for create new placement group. We'll come to that. I'll show you. We'll do the create placement group. If you see here, the clutter red partition, this one you have to know. So I think I have the screenshot I guess. So, just- so if you remember last time, I think ENI we have done till now. The difference between the private and public, I have already told you. If you remember, the private is basically used for the internal communication, and the public IP is basically used for the external communication. If you want to access the application from the outside world, only then we need this public IP. That's the reason we have two things. And the bad part about this public IP is like it keeps on changing the moment you stop the server. So that is the reason, like in the real-time industry, we have to get the elastic IP so that that it will remain constant. And I think I've already shown it to you how to get that elastic IP. Okay, so this is the one, and this is the one. There is an important one, the cluster spread partition. So what actually happened over here? So again, in the very initial classes, I told you if you remember, like if there be any requirement of the because definitely whenever you have an application or software so it's not running on only on one server. It is definitely running on more than one server. So it could be 2, 3, 5, 10, maybe 20. Sometimes it can happen because like as last time example, like if there'll be a big billion days sale is coming, then the server will goes up automatically. It goes to 30, 40. Sometimes it goes to 100 as well. So this is the same stuff. Now it all depends upon the your your business application, how you want to go further. Like there are three types of placement strategy, and when you're talking about the placement strategy, it's talking about the availability of the server in a particular zone. If it is talking about the cluster, okay. So if there is an application, so this is one availability zone, or could be the area and all. Okay, and this could be the server. One uh, small server. Okay, this two, three, this is the, okay, and this is the whole stuff. This is the one. And probably I'll take this. This kind of like it's kind of joining actually. So like this. Okay. Okay. So let's talk about the first one, which is yeah, the cluster one. Cluster is one if like instances are placed into the low latency group within a single availability zone. That means what? Like if you have a like in a requirement and all, like very less requirement and all, like you don't want to go it like global and all, and if you want it in the particular area, so that like your server will be in the clustered zone. That is the reason like your server all will be in a single zone. When you talk about the different one, that it's opposite of it. Like that it will be in the hybrid zone. So hybrid what will happen? So spread zone. So instance are is we can call it like hybrid as well. the hybrid instances are spread across the underlying hardware. So that means what, all the servers will be spread into the different availability zones. This could be the one server, this could be the one server. So it all, the name itself, it suggests the hybrid and the spread. So that means what, like you have spread your servers into different availability zones so that you can access it. You can frequently access it. Like if so your application goes down, and if it is a global application, definitely, all, you want your application to be global. Most of the time, you want your application to be accessed from anywhere. But when you are doing from here, like if it's a particular application, if it is available only for Mumbai, so you have put your server only in the Mumbai zone, and you're getting very high latency and all, and your server will be up and running. But if you want it to be global, and also, what you want to do, what if the Mumbai server goes down? What are you going to do? So my server will be in Delhi, my server will be in Hyderabad, my server will be in New York, Sydney, and all those. So it's kind of like the spread one, the hybrid one. The third part is the partition one. Partition means instances are grouped into the logical segments called partitions, which use distinct hardware. That means what? It's kind of, if I'll say in the plain English, it is a combination of the clustered and the spread one, or the hybrid one. I hope you're getting the point. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. So let's go back to this one. So this is my placement groups. Okay. So go back here. Okay. So this is the one, okay, and purchasing option, the one which I already told you, the kind of like the on demand, the request, the spot instance, the reserved one, the dedicated one, all these things will be there. The tenancy, this is the one, the dedicated one, okay, this is the one. Now coming to the next part, this is all, the, if you want to tag it, that is the reason, like if you have to give the tags to your data and all. So this, anyway, it's not important. This is the guy, the user data. If you want to make it automation and all, so you want it, the user data, you want it, you'll put your details over here. Okay. Okay, I'll go to the putty. It's not going. Okay, so what I want now, these are some stuff I wanted. Okay, so I'll go back to here. Okay, and it is the, it is a shell programming right now. So it's kind of like uh, they they're gonna use it for the, automation purpose. So anyways, I don't want this. No, this one I want. Sorry, my bad.
Control Y.
No, not this one. I don't want the status one. Status one, I don't need it. And here I want hyphen Y. So, status again, I don't want it. I want it to be enabled, because whenever I use the server in the future, so it will be up and running. Okay, so this one, and always remember, because since it is a shell programming, so it start with the bin and bash. Okay,
Okay.
bin slash bash. I will talk about this. Okay, you have installed HTTPY, and then you're gonna restart it, and this is the one, and yeah, the moment it up and running, so it will go to the same directory, HTML, and then I won't be able to do VI here. So because again I have to go into that, so it will be a tedious process. So I can do is the same thing. Um, okay, so I start here. So I will copy paste. Okay, one of these. I'm just putting the welcome to the website. Okay, welcome to the second website. That's all. So we can able to differentiate the things. It'll be easier for us. So this is the one, and uh, I think nothing is pending now. Yeah. Uh, this one, yeah, bin bash, it should be hyphen y. You remember why I use hyphen y? You remember that, right? Because it won't prompt it. It won't prompt for the, because anyway it'll prompt it, but we won't be there. So it is gonna do the automation part. So this is the one. Okay, that will restart it and enable HTTPD, and this is the this one. It will go into this place and it will okay, one thing is pending. Yeah, that's all. And then it will index.html. So it will actually whatever data you have put it, that you want to do echo. Echo is like it will you have some message. So it will in the format of HTML, and it will actually redirect to this file index.html. That file is still not there. That file is still not there, but the moment you wrote it and it comes now, it will actually redirect it. And if you put it, it's a single one. So what you're gonna do, it will overwrite it. So that is the reason I put it. So it is always it's gonna append it. Whatever data you have put it, it's gonna append it. So imagine you have written the welcome to a second website. You ran it again. So the next line, if you written like continue shopping, so that continue shopping will come next to this line. That is the meaning of double direction. But if it comes single line, then this line will go away, and then first line will the line which you have mentioned, the continue shopping, this will override this one. Okay, so this is the one, and
Okay.
I'm gonna launch the instance. I think everything is up and running. Everything looks okay now. Okay, yeah, okay, let's run. And since it is an automation and like we are using the user data here, so it usually takes little bit more time as compared to the server on which we have here, right? Okay, so I'll go to the instance. Okay, so we have 2 1. So it will take some time, not much, a little bit. Okay, okay, and this is the one running. Uh, so you can see that this is the one, and meanwhile I'll go to the different one. Okay, okay, and I'll go back to the slide. Yeah. So this is completed. This is done. Yeah, the snapshot and AMI. Today we'll see this snapshot and AMI as well. So we should know that what is the basic difference between the snapshot and AMI. We'll talk about this and later, and we'll come back to the thing.
Sure.
Okay. So so okay. So snapshot and AMI. Now, when you talk about the snapshot, it's a not well, snapshot. So when you talk about a snapshot, it's like backup of data, and it's very very important interview question. Like they're gonna ask it like 9 times out of 10. Like I've raised this question like a lot. They've asked like 2 minutes. It's, yeah, okay. Okay. So AMI, it's like the software application plus data. Okay, so this is the like the snapshot is like backbone of data, and the AMI is like software plus application plus data. That means what? Like if you want to have any backup, see there are two stuff. If in We will talk about the laptop example. In the laptop there you have two things, like application you also have, like the backup, also the hard disk, also you have the Microsoft Word is running, the operating system is running, the Windows, the Linux, and all this running. So that comes if you want to have only the hard disk. Imagine you like I just want the hard disk and all. I don't want the application all. You can have it yours. I can take that by backup, that hard disk, and I can take it to my system, and I'll plug it to external hard disk, and that's all. Rest of the thing I'll take care of. So that is nothing but the snapshot. When you talk about AMI is nothing but you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do anything. The software plus application plus data, it will always be there. Definitely, it's like it's costly as compared to the snapshot. As the name suggests, like it's having the software plus the application plus data. Okay, so this is the one. So this is one you have to know. Okay, okay. So it's named. You can see like snapshot only captures the data that has been written to your Amazon ABS volume at the time the snapshot command is issued. And an Amazon machine image is a special type of virtual appliance that is used to instantiate a virtual machine within EC2. That means what? Like earlier, what we used to do, like for creating an EC2 instance, you used to give some details and all everything.
Virtual operating system.
Sorry, yeah, with the
We
virtual.
learned about this.
Yes,
Yeah,
the one which operating system, the one which you always use it, like T2 Micro, the Amazon, and everything. So definitely
exactly.
the key pair and all this is still needed. But here the only best part is like you don't have to decide the instance type, the like what kind of AMI you're gonna use it. So you just need in an AMI, you take the AMI, save it, and start working on it. Okay, that is the thing. Okay, that is the basic difference between a snapshot and AMI. Now let's see. So okay, my second server is also up and running. Okay, so I'm going to second server. I think everything is fine, then it should run. So it's coming now. Welcome to second website, and you can see that I didn't do anything. When we talk about the first one, I went here. I went to. You can see the history, all this. I went to this thing. I gone into this location. I put it here. Then I wrote some stuffs and all. So that is the reason. So that this is a manual process, and the one which I did here, it was completely automation part. Okay, you understood, right?
Yeah,
So this
yeah,
is the
yeah,
one.
yeah. Got it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is this now come. There is one more thing comes up. The same thing which we just now discussed, the EMI and the backup. So what will happen in the real time in the sometimes like uh, you don't want to install it. Who gonna do it? Like it's like tedious job all over again. Like imagine I did all this command for for one server. Now your manager comes to you and he said you have to do it for almost 100 servers. So definitely you're not gonna do it for or 100 servers and again you're gonna do it manually. So obviously it's it's a tedious process. You can do that, but it will take lots of time. The performance will be like degraded. The system, if you take too much of time, again you have to spin up the server and all those stuff and all. So it's not good. That's not a good practice, if I have to say it, and like in plain English, it's not a good practice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the AMI, I'm gonna take this backup of this server, the web server too. So next time if my manager comes and he told me Ziran, I want this server to be up and running and I want 100 servers, 150 servers. 50 should be for the UAT, 50 for the dev, 50 for the fraud and all. So you can just simply can go and you can spin it up within within 5 minutes and all the servers you can just give the name and all, and it's up and running. Okay, so today we're going to see like how to take the AMI of it. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Okay, before that, I need to know the where the volume part. So this is the volume. See, because my stuff is having on all the volume and all the stuff will be there. Okay, so this ran we ran on the first one, the first server. This is we ran today. So this is the one. If I select it, action, you can create a snapshot. You can do that here. Like to do the create
Okay.
snapshot, you can give the name and create a snapshot. The moment
So
next,
this will be coming under EC2 and under EC2 volumes.
yes, EC2 and the volumes are coming under that one. So the moment you create a snapshot, and it will be up and running. So you don't have to do that. You just need to do that, the moment you have the your EC2 instance, you just need to attach it, this volume to your stuff, and it be up and running. That's it, nothing else. Okay. Now, because the important part is here, this guy, the AMI. You don't have. You can see here the Amazon machine image. You don't have any images in this region right now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'll go to my instances. I'm taking the web server to actions, instance, image and templates. I'm saying create image.
Okay.
Okay, create image. HTTP server. I'm just creating this is my image of HTTP server. Okay, You can anyway it's optional. If you want, you can into the same name. And this is the one. The storage will be 8 GB. If you want to add some more volume, you can do that. And this is the one, tag image and snapshot separately and together. And you can tag image and snapshot like the moment you create the AMI, the snapshot will also be created. That's the beauty of it. Like, that's not the beauty and all, but like it's the kind of process kind of stuff. Because without snapshot, like AMI is not possible. Okay, so that is the
It will
reason.
save a lot of time.
Yes, so we are creating AMI, and the snapshot gonna create it automatically. So I'm gonna create the image now. I create the HTTP server. Okay, okay. Now if you go to the
Okay.
AMI,
Yes.
if I go to the AMI, you can see my AMI name is there. HTTP server is there. Okay,
Yep.
okay. So and AMI is bootable. Means like you can create a new instance from this. If you can go, I'll show you how to do that. I hope you understand what is the difference between snapshot and AMI, because like it's very
Yeah, I
important.
understood. It's a
It's very
backupping of data basically.
Yeah, so the snapshot is like backup of data, and the AMI is like a backup of data plus software. So it's very important because in interview, they're gonna ask it, and it's very this is very important thing. Like you have to understand the reason is I'm gonna do the same stuff just now, like how to how to create the how I'm gonna use this AMI now. Okay, I'm gonna show it to you.
Mhm.
Okay, so this is the one. Okay, so you can see. Okay, let me now we have seen that usage now. So I'm going to stop it now first. It stopped. Let's say two, one. Okay, gonna use it. Okay, now not required. So this is done. Okay, so now I'm gonna launch the instance, but I'm not gonna use this thing. Okay, are you gonna see it? Okay, this is the important one. Launch instances. I'm launching the third instance. Okay, okay. Oh, okay. So I'm launching an instance. So I've stopped it. There is no stopping. So I'm going to launch an instance. Launching instances, web server 3. Okay. Now here, okay, earlier we used to take Amazon Linux. Okay. Now I'm not. I'm going
Yeah.
for my AMI.
Okay.
I'm gonna owned by me. Okay. I came to the drop down. I created only we had only one AMI. If you remember that. Go back. See. Okay. I'm taking my AMI owned by me. Device should come. So here if you see the my AMI is just only one. We have quick start AMI, the Airtable marketplace, community AMI. We have just only one. Okay, I'm going to here. And if you remember, we did this HTTP server. We created it just now
Yes.
few times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I'm gonna select this. So it's done now. Okay. I took that AMI from the catalog. I earlier we used to take quick start with this thing. I just went here and took it. Okay. The T2 micro it's automatically coming. Key pair again the same thing. Here this thing will remain you have to take because anyway the security is paramount. So this one I took it and I did this one and I think it's already having the I think you see here If I run this thing now, think that it didn't take that part. 1 second. Okay. I think this one, anyways, we have to do it. This option. Second, I will change. Basic count, and then we can change it. So you understood, right? Like the AMI, we are actually taking the AMI which we actually created. It's taking directly from here. Okay. So like
Okay.
even if you have to take 10 servers, 15 servers, you don't have to do it. You just take the backup and all, and you don't have to install it on. Here it will have, you'll have all the volumes, the volumes which you have already. Since we have created 3 servers, it's having all the volumes. If you see, you can take the
Okay.
name as well. You can change the name as well. But through the
Okay.
from the date itself, you can find out. Like the seventh we created in the last class. The 10th one, I just now I created the second server. This is my third server. Okay, this is my volume part. And if you want, you can actually like increase the size. Well, you will select it, like this thing uh, see, you can do the modify volume. The moment you do the modify volume, you can actually increase the size of it. Okay. Of course,
Okay.
it is chargeable and all. Okay. And this thing we'll talk about it later. This is very important part. Load balancing and auto scaling. We'll talk about it. Okay. You remember the auto scaling, the one which I told you always, like in the big billion days and all. The server will go up automatically. The server will go down automatically. This is nothing. This is the guy. The auto scaling. Okay. We'll talk about this. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The elastic IP is already is covered. I've already covered this one. This one, the volume is done. AMI is also done now. And let's go back to here. Let's go back now. Okay. Let's see. I, so I think we didn't change the data. If you remember, it was the second website only.
Yes.
Yeah, this is the second because I didn't change the data. Now if I'll go inside it and everything will be there. Okay. I'll come here and go to the putty con. Putty control V, SSH, auth, credentials. Is that the first one? Housekeeping, open, accept, EC2 hyphen user. Then going to go to
The ECT user is a default command.
yeah, for different for different flavors of Linux, we'll have different username. For Ubuntu, it is Ubuntu. For some of the, if I'll check, I'll show you once. I'll show you one second.
Okay.
etc hyphen os uh, release. Okay, if I see, so my Linux is this Fedora. Okay, so for Fedora, it is the username is going to be the EC2 user only. If it like yeah, okay. See here, if it there is one more, the Amazon, for Amazon it is the Fedora, for it is EC2 user. If you come to the Ubuntu, it will be Ubuntu only, UBUNTU. Okay, for the
Okay.
okay, and for Windows it is the WinRM, I guess, and Mac OS for also it's in SSH, I guess, something. This one I'm not sure, and hardly
Mm.
used it. So Red Hat, for Red Hat as well, I know. SUSE Linux and all the Debian and all, keeps on coming. So this comes like an easy to user. So it all depends upon the from different flavor to flavor. And if you have to check the flavor, this is your command. So like cat OS release, so you can find it through this your the flavor of the Linux. Okay. So okay.
Okay.
Okay, now come to this. Okay, So I didn't create it at that time. If you remember, I didn't do that. Let's see. I'm gonna change it and I'll try to run it again. If my manager asked me, he told me like, you please change the stuff. I don't want this. I don't want this one. So what I'm gonna do again, insert, and I'll just put the third website and then W, enter. Okay, now it's refreshed. Let's go and copy V, enter. So you can see the welcome to third website. I've updated it
Okay,
and it's coming.
okay,
It's coming. Okay.
okay, okay.
Okay.
Understood.
Yeah. So this is the one,
So the
and
major rule plays putty.
yeah, like it's just like for it's a kind of third party and all. It's basically used to connect between your. It actually comes an interface to connect between your EC to the AWS and and your Linux, the Linux AMI, the which one you use it. Okay, so this is the one, like, and like and one more thing important, like once AMI, regarding the AMI part, since we have done this all these things because of AMI part, like, so that you can reuse it again and again. And once the AMI gets created, the snapshot will also get created. That's what you have to remember. Okay, and you can use
Mm-hmm.
it for the different purposes as well. Okay, so that's like but like kind of volume and all of that. Okay,
Yes,
so yeah, this is for today. So like I'll stop it. Uh,
no worries.